What's going on, my party people? Welcome to the very first episode in our Destiny series. This is going to be kind of a first impressions or kind of review, I suppose, of the beginning of the game and let you know why I think this game is the next big thing. So, to start off, first of all, I don't even know if the video here can do this justice, but the game looks absolutely fantastic. Like, when you put this on a 1080p display, it is absolutely jaw-dropping with the visuals. Now, the other really cool thing that I like about the game is that it has that MMO feel, but it's able to make itself stand out from other games like Borderlands. This is very similar in concept, I suppose. You know, you have your guns, you shoot, you get your gear, you see the damage flying up. Like, this is, in concept, I suppose, very similar to Borderlands, but it does a lot to kind of separate itself from it. So, very good that it stands out, and also made by Bungie, of course. You know it has that really good feel. Those guys are level 7. We are not even going to try, because we are just level 4 right now. So, it is an RPG, but it also is a shooter, and the cool thing about having an RPG shooter is that the story in this game is actually pretty well done. I don't know a whole lot about the story other than what I saw in the beta, and so far here, it's just been repeated, right? But what the cool thing is that, you know, the voice acting seems very well done, and it seems like it's going to go somewhere, and that's really cool. Now, as you see, we're in kind of an open mode right now, and there's, at least from what I've seen right now, there's 2 or 3 different types of missions. You can go through a patrolling area, which is what we're doing right now. We're heading towards some caves to patrol them, and as you're kind of wandering around, you see these little beacons, and they flash green, and then you can go and pick them up, and they're little missions. Now, we have a double jump because there's 3 classes in the game as well, and we right now are playing a hunter. Ooh, what's this? Awakened Dead Ghost, and there's lots of little, like, collectibles and things when you're looking around as well, so really cool with that also. Now, oh, that was all we had to do. That explored the cave 100%. Oh god, where are we going? Oh, there we go, okay. Guys, the other thing I wanted to talk about is the gameplay is so fluid. It's hard to, again, put a point on it until you play it, but the gameplay when you're shooting, when you're running around, there's another quest over here, it just has that that kind of X factor, you know, it just plays so good, and you really can't put any, you know, fault on the gameplay. It's fantastic. Over here is a little collectible as well. It looks like there's going to be crafting in the game. I haven't seen any of it yet, but these little things here, you can collect them. I don't know if they're just for collecting, or if you actually will be able to make some armor or anything. I assume you will. That's a fantastic thing to have in the game. Now, the last thing I want to talk about, when it comes to the overall PvP of the game, that's the one thing that I kind of wish was almost more Halo-ized, if that's a word. The PvP in the game is really good. Like, what I played in the beta was absolutely fantastic, because you get an option to play in a mode which is completely equalized, so it doesn't matter what gear you have, because, let me show you the gear screen here. Everything that you have stats. So, for example, this gives me 13 more strength than, you know, my other piece of armor. Whereas this gives me 5 discipline, right? And you can actually upgrade the armor. If you see in the gray there, it says increased reload speed with hand cannon. So if I'm using a hand cannon and I spend some money to upgrade this, then I can get that kind of skill. So you can go in a mode with PvP where you can be completely equalized and not have any advantage or disadvantage or anything, or you can go into a mode which kind of factors in gear, and that's kind of like a PvP mode in your MMORPG, right? Because gear makes a huge difference in certain modes, right? So I think it's really cool that they did that, and the overall PvP, though, to me felt a little almost too frantic, and maybe I'm weird. Maybe I like a more disciplined Jesus, that melee attack is extremely effective. But again, maybe I'm weird. Maybe I expect a bit more of a toned down kind of, maybe, I don't know what I was expecting, you know, because I was looking at this as kind of an MMO with, you know, RPG element, or shooting elements. There's another collectible. Fantastic. It's a great, don't get me wrong, like, I am not talking it down. It's a fantastic fantastic multiplayer mode. This is a great way to end the video here. Collect some loot. But I think I wished that the mode was a little bit more Halo-ized, or, you know, it's a little bit more arcadey. This felt like a weird... It felt a little bit in between, but I think the PvP is going to be fantastic, and if anybody has not bought the game yet, I implore you to get it. It looks fantastic on next gen, and I assume it's going to play very well just the same on the previous generation of consoles. I would give the game an absolute thumbs up recommendation. Get it, get it, get it, get it, and get it early, because, you know, the game is a multiplayer, just like kind of Borderlands. Different, though, of course, but I would absolutely recommend getting the game. You know, this is not a complete and comprehensive review, but I hope I gave you guys some insight on the game and some insight as to why you should look at it. So, everybody, feel free to subscribe. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit that button. And we're going to come back with a whole bunch of Destiny content, so keep it locked to the channel for that. And everybody, don't forget to look at all the other videos on the channel, because there's a wealth of content over many topics. So guys, as always, have a wonderful afternoon, and I'll catch you in the next video.